Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay.
Okay, everyone.
Huh?
Are you all ready with today's poems?
Uh...
Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. I just needed to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Eh?
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki.
You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah, but Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Huh? Is that really alright? I said that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this.
Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow, so we can start the next one. And if it gets spent, I'll kill you.
By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose there's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait!
Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
Alright, whose do you want to read first?
Before that, I'm gonna save, because I haven't saved yet.
Yeah. There you go.
Ah, that's quick. Okay. Return. I'm just gonna go down the list. So, Sayuri. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayuri first. She's my good friend after all.
This is a good poem, Julx. Are you sure this is your first time?
Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
Hey, I guess you're right. That's why I'm impressed. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you would do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy with just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Julx. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Okay. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay.
That's the best line to end it with.
I want
I
breakfast.
want breakfast.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of cheery, but it's also sad, like this line here. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. That's kind of dark. Okay. Let's have the preliminary. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? Is it because of the breakfast line?
Probably. No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. You came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late for school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
Oh yeah, I skip it all the time.
You get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
Hehe. This was so much fun. Monika's the best.
Ah, yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Okay. Let's go to Natsuki. Now, you know what? I'm gonna leave her last because I tailored it to her, so I want to see what the others think.
Alright.
She's not gonna like it. Yuri stares at the poem. I mean, it passes more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I can't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And have been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. In the end, the end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
No, I don't. Of course, that's not something that can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though.
Bias? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. It's kind of nice. It's been forever since I tried to read script.
Yeah, I know.
Yes. But yeah.
I knew you were gonna have trouble with that. Cause
Yeah.
you don't like script that much.
I don't. I used to. Well, we had to write script for
Yeah.
school, right?
Yeah, but I kept writing the script. You just
I
went
gave
to-
up. At
you
one
gave
point,
up.
when I started developing my own writing,
Yeah.
I
your own
kind of
story.
merged
Yeah.
mold and script. So the teachers would be really angry at me because I didn't conform to the way that they wanted
Yeah,
to
no.
write. But I just kept it. I kept writing like that. But I haven't really written in a while. But I mean, I can read it fine. It's just sometimes little things.
Yeah.
So okay.
I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Oh God.
Well,
Yuri, no, it's good. It's a good handwriting. I
yeah,
like
it's
it.
fine. I've seen worse. What?
Yours?
I wasn't thinking that at all. No.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. No. This game knows me. Actually, I think your handwriting is pretty. Your handwriting is pretty.
It's really. Eh? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all,
Yeah,
Julx.
I think it was like ghost too. Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn than putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Yeah, she likes a more sophisticated
Language.
kind of
Yeah.
language for writing. Yeah. So I'm guessing her and Natsuki are not gonna get along well with that kind of stuff. Who next?
I can't say anything, so
Who next? Natsuki or Monica?
let's go with Monica since you want to do Natsuki
Okay.
at the end.
Okay.
Hi, Julx. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Julx. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. I like it, Julx.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It it kind of makes me think that something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. By the way, by any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein?
No. Huh? Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be kind of fun. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'll love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Yes, please.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
I doubt that. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then. She's like the confident senpai.
Confident senpai.
Yeah, she's like the organized. I will carry you. I will take care of you, my babies.
And then crush under the pressure. Crash and burn.
Okay. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My readiness. I already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. There's some deeper meaning into this.
Yeah, I think Monica's is one of the deeper ones.
Yeah.
So far.
I like it. Like the last few lines kind of make me think. Okay.
Yeah. So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure how to put it. Well, I guess you could say that I had some kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day.
It's not bad advice for writing, actually.
Or drawing.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. So Natsuki.
Alright. Let's do this. Dot dot dot.
Okay. Let's start with the things I don't like.
Oh, come on.
First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Huh? What's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this in when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem to make me go, ha! It's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like.
She wants to one up me, okay.
And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So she liked your poem.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you?
Oh, I understand. This is the kind of girl I would love teasing.
Yes. I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure it out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me do it if I don't.
We need to reach that
You need
soft,
you need to
soft
crack her
inside.
barrier.
Yeah, I need
Crack
to
her
break down
shell.
that barrier.
You need to crack her shell.
Yeah. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Owls. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. I mean, simple, but it's pretty good. People can try, but that's about it.
Yeah.
That's all they can do.
Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set out for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yeah, let her have
cute.
it.
She's so Cinderella. Like,
yeah, she's like blonde
like,
scenario.
just keep going, please.
Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's why I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper showing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Oh, they're gonna head into an argument, are they? Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles happily.
What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could call it fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Julx did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect you to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring.
Artists.
Which I haven't yet.
I don't want your suggestions, and I don't want your suggestions, and I don't want
Me.
Yeah.
And just like my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Julx appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more?
Uh-oh.
Are you that full of yourself?
It's escalating.
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Joel's story showing up. Of course they're gonna refer to that.
Oh my god.
Are you even surprised they're like
no, it just
that?
made me laugh.
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me. I think they just noticed I was standing there.
Julx, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Julx. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also waste. You understand that, right, Julx? Well,
They're both right.
I know, they're both right.
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not that I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Save! No, I'm kidding.
I don't want to take sides because it's so.
Such a stupid argument.
It's a stupid argument because they're both right.
Yeah.
Help me, Sayori. Sayori Tasukete. Natsuki! Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Divert attention.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Jokes.
I don't know if it's the best way to deal with it, but
Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless everyone wants to tell Yuri that what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
I brought her into this. Oh, I'm sorry, Sayori.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me, princess. Are you listening to yourself?
Oh man.
This is exactly why nobody likes you. Stop! Huh? Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint a beautiful picture in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Amen.
Amen. Sayori, you're alright.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. She handled that well.
Yeah. I'll make some tea.
I wish I had that option to say. Well, yeah.
Like,
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So, this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monika. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things. But I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do y'all feel about sharing your poems? Please don't get them started again. It was a lot of fun! Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Julx, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Hmm. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Determination.
Julx, ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayuri, about what happened earlier.
Yeah? What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't you don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you.
Ew. You know, Julx, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there?
This guy wants his own private harem.
No, he just wants to get a girl. He's a high school kid. I mean, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do this.